back to my wild look. Yesterday I went to an electronic party. It was the name Wave in Asunción in Paraguay. It was a huge, beautiful, amazing electronic music event. No, I don't take drugs. No, I don't drink alcohol. I just drink my water and I dance. You can see my eyes. No big pupils. So I made a live stream, and someone asked, hey Agatha, you can see energies, right? So what did you see? Some people say there are huge portals opening up when there's a huge gathering of people, and I said, yeah, actually it's true. So I see a lot when I'm at those events. Sometimes it's quite challenging for me. It's like, especially when the energy switches and then I feel like I need a pull, I get a pull and I just need to leave. So I always go, I start around 12 or 1 o'clock, because before that time there's no point going for a party. And of course all those people, I think there is 99% people on drugs, taking, I don't know, something, whatever. So it's actually a challenging thing, you know. Yes, I do see the energies, and I sometimes I pause and I stop and I just look at the people, and I look in their eyes, I look how they move, I look how they look, and I have really the privilege that I can always switch between backstage VIP and then I go to the crowd, and then I just observe people. I really do that, and I look at the energies. So what happened yesterday is, sometimes I stop dancing and then I just look at the people and I saw their aura, I saw their energies and frequencies, and some people look really like they have no souls. It's like they are like totally lost. It's like they have, it's so weird. It's like the drugs. I don't care what you say out there. You can tell me 100,000 times it's good. No, it's not. People take drugs. If it's ayahuasca, DMT, psychedelics, or whatever, weed, whatever. They go there, they dance, they're high. You see the eyes, they're like going all over the place. They have, of course, when they take, I think, ecstasy, they do like, they all have those sunglasses, even though it's dark, but their eyes are like very sensitive. And then I'm thinking, what are those people doing? They're taking all that stuff to have fun, to not be able to sleep, and then not be able to get the rest, and then they sleep, and when they wake up they have this major hangover and they feel totally crappy because the soul just crashes and has disconnected from the body. So what happened is yesterday, some people amuse me because I love the way they dance. It's like when they have this cheerful, like, moving thing, it's like, oh, cool. I love that about people. And I always love when I look at them and they have different costumes and different ways of dressing themselves up. I love it. Sometimes I'm shocked when I look at the youth because they have a certain style and trend, and then it's very interesting to see that everyone is wearing the same clothes and the same style, which I find very boring, by the way. But it's always very interesting in how much money they invest in what. So then yesterday when I went to backstage, some of the people who live here in the apartment building, they were throwing that event, right? So I was backstage and then I was looking at them, and they were very busy in the backstage about their looks. So they were just staying and drinking and being high, and they didn't move much. So as you know me, I don't care when I hear music and it's good. I just move and I go nuts and I go crazy. So then they saw it, and then it started this competition, which was really weird. So the women started dancing because they saw me dancing, and I was like, what the heck is going on here? And I was like, never mind, it's amazing because finally they're having fun and they're dancing. So when I moved up to the front, everyone started going to the front. And I was like, what the heck? Yeah, because I always go to the side, I need space to dance. I'm not there to chat, and I'm not there to date or to meet anyone. I just want to dance, and I need space to move, you know, my energy around. And then all of the people came to the front and I was like, okay. And it's always very, very interesting. So what I do is, and it's sometimes very annoying, I always channel energies through me so that the people who need energy, they always come very close to me. And then they really suck energy without talking to me. It's just their presence. There was one girl and there was space everywhere and I was staying in the front dancing. She saw me dancing and she came really close, like I couldn't move. And I was like putting her a little on the side and she wouldn't move. And I was like, what the heck, girl? So not with bad intentions, but she felt drawn to me because her energy was low and mine was high, because of course I don't take drugs, right? But to me it was really annoying and very exhausting because I was really busy trying to shield myself in a way that my energy is stable. And then what I did is I just walked away, and the moment I walked away, she walked away, and I was like, what the heck? You know, those dynamics are very interesting to see at those events. So when I connected with the hearts to see what's going on, and even with the DJ, it was very interesting. The DJ was, I don't even know his name, but he's supposed to be very famous. He had this amazing cool outfit, like this Gothic style. And he was wearing a mask, and he was really, even though he was wearing a mask and no one could see him, he was never looking at people. It was like I could feel his presence, his energy and aura was so fragile, but he had this really, like he would tune into the music he was playing and he was really focusing on his playing, but his energy field, his aura was really, really fragile. He would not look at people. Even when he left, he was looking in the ground and someone had to take his hand to take him out of the place. I have been working my whole entire life with, I meet famous people, either politicians or from the movie industry, even with Luna. I don't know if you know her, when she was singing Bailando, like Bailando, Bailando. So I made a music video with her in Berlin, and then the video was called Colors, and I was like the Indian woman in the sari. And I was so shocked. Even Modern Talking. I did an interview with Modern Talking. I'm sure you know Modern Talking. Or David Garrett. He's a really famous I don't know how to say violinist, and I was doing a treatment for him. And they're totally empty. Most of the really famous actors or whatever, they're totally empty. They have amazing presence on the stage. They have no energy circulating within themselves. It's actually very scary. So yesterday, again, of course, I was observing that and I was thinking, thank you for having me on backstage, but I'm on backstage not to show off, but I'm there to bring heart and soul to the people who are there, because when they go home, they will meet their family members and activate the heart frequency. So what happened is, all of a sudden, in this dark hall, I saw light codes like everywhere. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. Is this even right, what I see and what I do? And then it was like, no, Agatha, you do it from your heart. You connect with the people from your heart. Reach out from your heart to their heart. And integrate the light codes first in yourself. And then let them absorb it when they're ready, but open their hearts. There was a shift. The energy and the aura changed in the atmosphere of the place. It was more I don't know, whatever it's called, heart resonating. And wherever I go, wherever I travel, and when I go to huge events, and I don't like festivals, it's like way too many people, but I love electronic music and I love to dance. I always make sure I put a lot of light tubes into those places and light frequencies so that it comes and helps humanity to awaken and to raise. And I really hope it does make a change. I have seen changes in the countries and places I have been. And I'm just always grateful that I get those special moments, that I can go to special places. So yes, I do see the auras. there are portals which open up. There's one more thing. Yes, he was asking about the portal. So, hi Angel, hi Adi. Hallo Adi, servus. Dankeschön, Dankeschön. Electronic music is like a portal. Yes, it is. I love it because I love the high tune frequencies and it goes deep into my heart and it's like wham. But when people take drugs, what happens is the soul goes out of the body, so the body is empty and all the entities attached in the room are going into the body of the people. So it's not a good thing. So that creates actually dark portals. And when you have dark portals, it's not good because it brings in a lot of negative frequency, which is sometimes quite scary when you look at it, but that's what it is. But people can change, right? And I'm always thinking, wow, the alcohol and the drug industry is using those huge gatherings. I mean, if you look back, okay, just on the historical side, when you look at people, the villages, they would come together, they would celebrate and have this most amazing uplifting frequency and events, right? And it would embrace the health and the happiness of the community. But what's happening now is they take drugs, they take a lot of alcohol, they cannot dance without it because they're very shy. They cannot dance or move because they need something in them because they don't feel comfortable to dance. And that's already very sad. It's like people always look at me and say, what? You don't take anything, nothing, no, even wine. It's like I'm saying I don't drink alcohol, and they say not even wine. I was like, yeah, I don't drink alcohol, and wine is alcohol. So, so there were dark portals. Yes, there are dark portals, and when I see that, of course, I try to close them and shift the energy and frequency. So, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm the admin of the Arcturian group. I'm a healer, I'm a seer, I'm a starseed, of course. I do work with the ley lines, I do deep healings, yes, I do activations, but to support people to be in their own power and to trust themselves and to learn to be in their body. Like even for me, sometimes it's very difficult when there's so many people to be really present in my body, to feel my body, and sometimes I get angry when people cross my boundaries, and even when they're drunk, they always like push you or they're like really sweaty. So sometimes for me it's really, I get angry and then I'm trying to go to a place where there are no people and I can dance. So it's exhausting, and when it gets exhausting and the energy switches, then yes, of course I leave. But I always make sure from the beginning that I stay away and I stay in an area where there are not many people. But as I said, it's very interesting that whenever I go somewhere, all of a sudden the people come to the place where I stay. It can be like all empty and they just come and where I'm in, and then I noticed so many people are insecure, they don't want to stay alone, and then they come and stay with me, which is very interesting because for me it's the other way around. I just want to stay alone because I don't want to be with anyone. I just want to dance and enjoy the music and the vibration. What's the most important, do you believe, while we are going through the astrology movement? Wow, to be honest, right now it's so intense, even with the finance market and the euros going down and the Bitcoin stuff and those tax and tax-free and not free, and there's so much going on right now. And all I do is, and what I suggest to you is that trust in the universe, that the universe will give you the right information through the right people at the right time, at the right place. So don't freak out, because always remember that humanity, I mean, whoever's behind whatever's going on, they want us to provide them. So they will always do something which keeps us going, so nothing is lost, okay? So don't feel pressured, don't feel lost, or don't get scared. Just stay in your tune, because universe is so amazing. They will provide you with everything. I swear by God, I've seen it. I've traveled the world. I was stuck in Brazil. I didn't have the yellow fever vaccination. I didn't have the any vaccination pass or whatsoever, but when I was at the right time with the right people, I got everything delivered to me. I'm not going into detail, okay? So for me, I'm set. And you can do the same thing and things come to you, okay? How you feel the next day shared a huge amount of energy. Do you also suck energy from others? Why would I suck energy from others? I don't want their energy. It's way lower than mine. I don't want that energy from people who take drugs. No, thank you. And when they drink a lot of alcohol and they take this ecstasy, they have this weird smell. Like they smell like really acidic. No, thank you. What? Whoa, no, thank you. I connect with source. I connect with nature. This is what I need. And mostly I go for a swim. I go for a walk in nature after I went to those events. So no, I'm not interested to take any energy from others. I don't need that and I don't want it. Ich würde liebend gerne ein persönliches Gespräch führen, denn es könnte lebensverändernd für mich sein. Ja, aber Adi, da haben wir schon gesprochen. Sorry, that's German. Yeah, I spoke to Adi, so. I always prefer to be alone in every life. I feel content with myself. No, sometimes it's nice to be with people, you know? I mean, it's good to be alone. I love to be alone, but sometimes it's nice to be with people and just have fun and laugh and play a funny game. Like 2 or 3 days ago, we were playing Uno. It was so much fun because they play here the way we play Uno in Germany different. They have different rules here, so it was really funny. Also like from German and English and in Spanish and then trying to translate. We had so much fun and we were laughing so much. It was, you know, sometimes you need that to hang out with people and just have a good time and laugh. Amanda. Adi, du kennst den Prozess, hör auf jetzt mit dem Quatsch. Yeah, so if you have any more questions, then please let me know. So if you need support, okay, I have a YouTube channel, Aurena International, in German, Aurena Gatefola. There's a playlist, self-healing, or it's also called healing tools. You can use them, they're for free. There's a lot of guidance and you can do it. There are protection spells, there are entities removal, there's clearing, there's so many information in the YouTube playlist. If you go on my webpage, they're very reasonable healing meditation for like 11 euros. That's very reasonable, very powerful. I suggest to be vegan for 2 days. If you want a clearing, you can have a clearing with me. You can do a deep healing session with me. Yes, I charge money because it's energy. It's a fucking lot of energy when I work with people, because sometimes their frequency is so low that it really drains me, because I have to keep their space and then work with them and give them homework. And so many people always want to ask questions which are actually not important, because the source is something totally somewhere else and something different than the problem they're facing right now. Okay, so that's why I have a reason how I work, that I don't do any video calls, I don't do any phone calls, I do certainly only WhatsApp, so you can always re-listen to the recording. It is wonderful and reassuring listening to your messages, sweetie. Yes, and it's real and it's honest what I'm saying. It's not all a made-up story or something. It's real. What do you feel is astrology planets movement happening now? As I said, the astrology planets, I mean, it always has been. It just helps humanity to raise the vibration and frequency, so everything is good. I'm just wondering sometimes myself, you know, when they talk about astrology and the calendar, when they say, oh, it's not 12, it used to be 13, then I'm thinking, how can it be correct if it's calculated with 12 zodiac signs and not 13? But however, it always works out because it's in a collective, and therefore I'm always saying, don't do collective meditation. Fix and focus yourself on yourself and work with source, and come together as individuals and help each other. But I don't believe in this collective nonsense crap. Yes, always you should be paid. No worries, this is your gift to us. Thank you. Yeah, because everyone gets paid. I mean, even a person who does wooding and carpentry and whatever, they all get paid. So it's also their gift, because I cannot do it. So why should healer not charge? That's totally stupid, seriously. WhatsApp, Sprachnachricht oder wie? Ja, genau so, Adi. Okay, guys and girls, I love you so much. And yeah, that's about the portals and me going out and being at those events. And yeah, actually what stresses me out out the most, seriously, is when people smoke, because they smoke and the steam goes into my body and it's like, ugh, I don't like it. That stresses me out the most. And I always tell people, when they smoke next to me, I say, please move, you know, because you smoke and I don't smoke. So please, you know, you don't have to stay next to me with a cigarette, especially guys when they try to hit on me and they smoke. I say, please bugger off, okay? And I'm not interested. So, okay. So that was about portals. So those light codes and frequencies, they can't come in, and it's not about putting it onto someone and forcing it onto someone, but if you have a pure heart and a pure soul and you connect it with your heart frequency, then just spread it out, because the right people will receive the energy. It always comes from the universe. Okie dokie. Talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, I do starseed activations to remember past lives and starseed origins. And I will do a live stream about my moderators. They also do a lot of amazing work. Yeah, so that's it for today. Bye.